Hey y'all, it's Mobon Kiki, aka the Kaizen Creative, and I got another sketchbook tour for y'all. This is actually the sketchbook I had right before my last sketchbook tour, and this also includes what I had during my senior year at CCAD, like literally from the start. So the last sketchbook tour is like the second half. So in one of my classes, perspective, he had us just doing a lot of line marking. There's little things to, warm up our hands. Then, let's see. We got like here. Let me move my light for y'all. Yeah, there we go. So, yeah, just a bunch of random, a lot of random stuff. And then I had illustration markets right after perspective. And for this project, I wanted to create a comic book cover for Osmodia, since I knew I was about to make the book by the time the next semester had started. And these were like a few of the cover ideas I had. Then on this one, my portfolio projects class, which is the first half of our capstone class. I personally don't think we needed portfolio projects, but only because I think our capstone could have been 2 different semesters, and I think less time would have been wasted, if I'm gonna be like 100% transparent with y'all. But in this class we did do an ABC project, and I just had to find something to do for each one. I did end up changing it, because at first I was doing characters as weapons. Then I ended up doing like a cyberpunk thing, but I did those digitally. Then we got more of what I was doing for markets for my comic book cover. Then we got like here for perspective. Me trying to find like different weapons I went with things. So I ended up doing like cyberpunk type of weapons, cyberpunk horror, more like line making, different patterns. Then we got like here. Let's see. So we were doing, let's see, trying to remember. I want to say, oh yeah, determining the depth. It's been a while since I've looked at this. So I really couldn't like explain it right now. Then these, I believe, was for my hand lettering class. That's where I started using rapidographs. What I was doing during the one I was using during Inktober in my last sketchbook. Just manipulating forms here. Then we got like these. Give me 1 second. Okay. And then Like we had to do a background and we had to do something like 5 figures, a building, a value study, and include like natural elements. And this was the front of one of the buildings. I believe it was Schottenstein. Yeah, Schottenstein. It's one of the dorms. And then phone just dropped. And then like here I had to plan out something for markets. It had to be a reel, just a small little reel, little gif or gif. And I wanted to include Doof and Tuno in there. So you see Tuno, you may see Doof in a few more pages. Like here, just random little doodles. More random doodles. I was doing this when I was trying to figure out how to do like cybernetics. More manipulation with the shapes. Then we got like these. And then the one I ended up doing that had some figures in it. So we got right here, we got this guy in the water. We got one right here, here, and then one way back there on top of that mountain. Then we got, then we got these. And we got these ones. So this was more of the GIF ideas. This is Doof, and this one's Tuno. And the thing with Doof and Tuno, they own a donut shop, and they're just gag characters. So anytime I want to have like a lot of fun or just be super goofy, I use those characters. And if anyone's watched Scissor 7, that's what inspired like the style I had started doing for them. Even in the first video, the first YouTube video that I have on here that involves Doof and Tuno. Then we had to do a vehicle in perspective. This one was hard. I'm not gonna lie, I don't draw vehicles often. Like these. And then for this one, I believe this was also for perspective, and we had to make some thumbnails just to see what we would ultimately decide on doing for the project. And then we got these. And then right here, this was from my hand lettering class, and you see me trying to figure out how I want to write my letters, because they always said like to imagine it more like you're drawing more than writing. So it's an interesting concept. You got here. We had to do some circles in perspective. Bunch of these. This one was inspired by a picture I seen on Pinterest, and I was going to use it for the cyberpunk horror ABC project. But yeah, I had thought that that class would lead towards our capstone a lot more for the portfolio projects, but It honestly didn't. Except for like the last project. Because I did like a character turnaround. Well, an expression sheet for the two main characters that I have on there. It's for writing, illustration, lettering, illustrative lettering. And, you want to get like that consistency in doing your uppercase and lowercase. You want to get your spacing as even as possible. But yeah, we do these right before actually starting just to get our hand warmed up. More perspective. Then we got like these. More of these. Let's see, I'm just gonna kind of flip through right now. Can't think of the name right now, but these parts of the house, we had to learn how to draw them. Which is a bit difficult, not like super difficult, but there's a learning curve there. Got some more of these. Patterns. This was for markets. Then we got this building. These. So we had to like reflect in two different directions. Then we got these. This one's like for the shadows. Train with some real weird looking circles for the wheels. It was hard to get those in perspective in this angle. I think it's too extreme of an angle. More practice for the shadows. And then this one was the environment, and I had a bunch of people around it. We even got this little guy fishing down there. More stuff for like the patterns I was doing for markets. And then this jean jacket that I had made for this girl in the cyberpunk core thing project. Even like some clothes that she can, some of the pants and things that would be attached to it. Random doodles. Manipulating the shapes. And how to make a menu for my lettering class. And in that, I chose to use Doofintuno. How to make that Doofintuno's donut shop. The logo ended up looking a bit different. Got these shapes that I was making, and then using like brushes, my brush pen, and while I was doing these, I was able to make the patterns a lot easier for markets. Just some character designs. And then here, I was trying to do a lot more plant life. Finding ways to simplify it. What patterns I could find that were within these objects. Got a goat. Right here. This was also for illustrative lettering. We had to do, what was it? I think this one was the Victorian one, actually. But I chose to do cookies. You know, if you partake, you know what I'm talking about. But these are all the designs I had for it. And then more stuff for Dufantuno. Then this ended up being like the final inks for it before I had to do the scan it and color it. And just some random drawings that I was doing. I really like the shapes that I used in this one and just how much this flows together. Then for markets, I wanted to do a double page spread for one of my projects. And I started revamping some characters that I had made for a comic that I made when I was younger. And then like me trying to plan out how the scene would look. And like even more so right here. You'll see a little more of it in a second. Then we got some drawings from my girlfriend Aria's Twisted Fantasy on Instagram. You can find her on YouTube at Aria's Twisted Gaming. And we got some pictures that I did of Osmodeus. Looking real exquisite. We got like the final pencils for what I ended up making for that class, and markets for the double page spread. This was fun to make. This was pretty fun. And then the making of like the creatures that are in the spirit realm, like the low life creatures. This is what I had them look like. It's inspired by the one guy from the show called Preacher. It's also a comic. I can't think of his name right now. I'm kind of salty about it, but if you know, you know. Comment below if you know who I'm talking about and who this is inspired by. But instead for it like just being a hole here, like I do have the hole here, but the skin's like wrapping around it, around the whole body. Then here I was trying to make new designs for the aliens that I had for the comic characters that I was revamping. So like this is closer to the original. And then I really liked how these ones looked. So I started going with that. And then I started trying to make the outfits. And this one, I don't remember what this one was for. But yeah. Oh, yeah, this one's for markets. That one I know. I'm not markets. Illustration, portfolio projects. So I was doing like another type of cover, and you got the creature, then you got Osmodeus and Zola. You just got him hovering above him. Didn't work out the way I wanted it to. Then we got these. She came from Pinterest. Some skulls and line markings. Some more of that along with some eyes. more random objects. This is my my pencil holder for my heel gun. Right here. And then we got here. This was for a family reunion thing, because I made the shirts for it. I'm related to the Chubbs. If you know any of them, two of them are in football right now. But yeah, a lot of family history there in Georgia. Then these are drawings from area also. You see she signed it. I know for sure she forgot about these ones. Then I did these. Then this was for fashion. We were trying to understand like the proportions, because in fashion they do like elongate them a little bit, especially for the girls. It did get me a lot more used to drawing the figure though. I was happy that we did it, even though it was a pain to do. And then I was trying to get a variety. You know, I needed like skinny, plus size, more on the thick, more like thick, and yeah. You know, we want to draw all shapes. And then even for like a muscular, I did a muscular girl. Then like for the men, apparently for the men you don't really elongate them as much, but I did anyway. I was doing it for the girl, so why not? Was already in the motion of doing it. Muscular guy. Then we got the girl, the little girl, and then should be, yep, a little boy here too. Then we got like feet right here, but you see what I was drawing on the other page, so we're gonna focus on those hands. Oh yeah, some more feet. Yep. Was focused on like the shapes that all of them make for this. This was also for my fashion class. I did these. Really like the way I got the hair to look here. Then like these, I really like doing these ones. I got the pictures from Upsplash. So it's a pretty good high quality image reference website. A lot of stock images. Then we just got some figures. These were in fashion. Here. This last one right here of her, and then this was something for fashion. I was trying to do like, I was trying to connect everything that I wanted through a not word map. Actually, yeah, word map. Then we were focused on like textures, so we went and got some. from the Fab Lab. And we drew them. Paint made this one easier, especially for like the sequin beads. Doing embellishments is actually pretty fun. Very repetitive though. So it could get meditative. Then you got like these. Area did these. But I did the others. That. Some stuff from fashion. So these are just like super quick gestures. Then we started increasing the time. Can't see this one as much. I wanted to experiment, so some I was using pen, others I was using marker. And others I was using like colored pencils. I think this one was crayon or pastel actually. This is oil pastel. Here. These. This one I like doing. I was focused on the shapes and just filled in the shape with the color I was using. That helped me get the result I wanted. So blocking in. Here. Then this one I really like doing. So on one of the projects I had to make I had made an outfit for Erykah Badu as if it would be for the Met Gala next year. And I had inspired it from her daughter Puma Curry's outfit because they both did the Met Gala in 2023. And yeah, that's what all of this had came up to be. So this would have been for, I believe it was going to be for 2025 or 2024. I want to say 2024. Then Area did this and this. I did the rest. These. This was fun. Right here. Grow the snake. Area did this one. I believe I did this one. I'm pretty sure I did that one. Then you know, had to pay some homage to Akira Toriyama. So we got the boy from Dragon Boy, and then we got Gohan from Dragon Ball Z. If you don't have Akira Toriyama's manga theater, I'd strongly recommend it. They got a bunch of his stuff like before Dragon Ball, and I believe some of the stories in there are things he made while he was making Dragon Ball. His work ethic was crazy, especially because of all the stuff he was doing for like Dragon Quest at the time too. Then we got like here, just a bunch of random sketches. You know, my boy dunking on you. Random sketches, because I was trying to get done with this sketchbook because it was tearing apart. Then we even have like the pictures we had to print out for fashion, breaking down like the shapes to make it easier to draw, like the hands, the feet, you know. Something I recommend doing when you don't know how to draw any body parts, anything in general. What shapes can you simplify it into? But yeah, that's the end of my sketchbook tour. If you liked it, please like and comment and subscribe for more content like this. I got more sketchbooks coming, and yeah, I got more content coming. Mobon Kiki signing out.